So the lawmaking process in India has changed. There is the right method which respects Parliament. And what is that right method which we learnt in our school civics books? The ministry proposes a bill. The bill is circulated within the cabinet. Then the cabinet clears it. It's put out for opinion. And then, sir, stakeholders participate, share ideas. Those things may or may not be incorporated. Parliamentary, it comes into Parliament. The bill is scrutinized. Then amendments are brought if necessary. Then we debate it on the floor of the House. Then it becomes law. Sir, the Trinamool Congress is disgusted. We are angry that Parliament has been disrespected. Completely disrespected. And this is the wrong method which has been used here. Sir, if that is the right method, then what is the wrong method? Let me tell you. On one fine winter morning in Delhi, someone gets an idea that chalo, constitution badalna hai. Kyun badalna hai? Some people have said the election results. Yeah, sure, the election results and how badly they did is one. There may be a second reason. Please look at all the opinion polls which are coming out now, sir. NDA 150 to 175. That is the reality. That is the reality. So, you bring this, which is a statement of intent, but this is no reservation in real terms. This is no reality, no jobs in real terms. It's a statement of our intent. So the statement of intent we'll all support. Sir, ये bill is a dhoka to the युवा, गरीबों को धोखा, आम आदमी को धोखा. But sir, parliamentarians, and we are not some members of a Gymkhana club in Ahmedabad. We are elected parliamentarians. 776 elected, 12 nominated in this house, 2 in that house, so 790. 776 people have sent us here. And yet, I want to ask this government, what are you doing to this institution of parliament? You are disrespecting it. You are spitting on it. And this is not rhetoric. Today there's no rhetoric. No rhetoric. Hard facts. The track record of previous governments, 65 to 70% of bills have been sent for parliamentary scrutiny. This Gymkhana club, 20% have been sent for scrutiny. 4 out of 5 laws. 4 out of 5 laws.
Gymkhana club calling, is it parliamentary? I leave it to you to take a call.
Sir, I checked it, that's why I used it. I checked it, that's why I used it. I checked it, that's why I used it. It is parliamentary. That's why I kept the book here.
We will check it.
I checked it.
It's called dignity of parliament. That's what
My time.
Please.
4 out of 5 laws have been passed here without scrutiny. 9 out of 10 bills on security, law, strategic affairs have been passed without any scrutiny by Parliament. This session, 14 new bills have been introduced. Guess how many have gone to scrutiny? 1. I can carry on, sir. We know about the rail budget and where that has disappeared. So this cannot go on like this, sir. And we have serious objections to this. That's the first point, on the method being used. Second, will this bill pass scrutiny? Will this bill pass judicial and constitutional scrutiny? So I don't want to go into a big legal debate here, but enough to say what we learned in our school civics books. Parliament legislates, the executive will execute, and in between, the Supreme Court will interpret the laws. We are supreme, but for the Constitution, one of the few countries in the world where the Supreme Court also interprets the constitutional laws. So there are enough laws, enough judgments which my earlier speakers have noted. So what I thought, rather than quote all the Supreme Court judgments, which in any case are good, they've been quoted, I found something else. In December 2017, you're not allowing us to play audio because I've got both the audios in case you want me to play, but this is the code. December 2017, when the BJP poll manifesto was being released in Gujarat, and one of the major parties there, the Congress, had put in their poll manifesto something. The BJP, I don't want to quote any Lok Sabha MP, I might as well quote a Rajya Sabha MP. Listen to what he said. He said, when this demand for 50% was made for party rights, he said, this vision is based on a constitutional impossibility. Quota beyond 50% is impossible. So who said this? Not one backbencher from Rajya Sabha. Leader of the House, Arun Jaitley ji, said this in December 2017. Sir, the Supreme Court will ask you some questions. So I want to alert this government, like how we alerted them in demonetization and yet they crashed the plane. The Supreme Court is going to ask them questions. The Supreme Court will ask them, give us some evidence to survey how much survey you did. Tell us about the distribution of jobs in the last 10 years in the general category. Do you have any numbers to prove this? Because if you start looking at those numbers, it may prove that this number is already 25%. Sir, this bill is actually an acknowledgement of guilt. And what is that guilt? We haven't created jobs in the last 4.5 years. So bring the bill. Sir, this is also very interesting because this bill also redefines India's poverty line. 32 rupees a day. But if we're looking at the number of 8 lakhs a year, this is the new poverty line is 2,100 rupees a day as per this, what's coming after this bill. Because this bill is only taking the word economic and putting it there. That's the easy part. Now you come to the other part and that's where these people won't happen. Sir, the youth of this country are asking, where are the jobs? You promised us 2 crore jobs. Now you're giving us pakoda economics. Look at we made the point about the income tax, 97%. Someone has made that, so I don't want to labor on it. If you take the 97% who don't pay income tax, then if you take the 8 lakh income, it doesn't even add up to less than 0.1% is that number we are talking about, sir. I want to take it now to the next step, because this is a promise they made. But in the next few minutes, I want to prove to you that every promise, they've got a track record. It's an illness to make promises and not cover. They have names: Startup India, Digital India, Skill India, Stand Up India, Make in India. I hope next time they also come up with something in Hindi so we can all understand. But this new scheme is called Cheat India. This is called Cheat India. And if I say anything unparliamentary, throw it out. I've given you one reason why this Cheat India, this thing will not work. Now let's come to Cheat India Part 2. 2016. This is the program. Said, and I'm not getting into names, but senior most people have said it. Pradhan Mantri. Doubling farmers' income by 2022. This is Cheat India. Let me give you a little example of my state, because you haven't done anything for farmers. In my state, Bengal, under Mamata Banerjee Trinamool Congress, we made the same promise, sir. But we made it in 2011. We haven't doubled farmer income, sir, because it was 91,000 then. We have tripled farmer income. Tripled farmer income. Sir, now you come to Cheat India 3. Midnight television, not midnight, 8 p.m. on television. Cabinet was called in after it was recorded. We won't go into those details. Demonetization to curb black money. I don't want to go into anything more about demonetization because my leader Mamata Banerjee within 90 minutes slammed demonetization. I want to place on record today, if you really look at the history of the last 100 years, this may be the largest man-made disaster ever. And it's a man-made disaster, sir. Sir, come to Cheat India 4. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana promised housing for all by 2022. These are government figures, sir. 1 out of 5 houses have been done. 2022. Where we will be in 2022, we don't know. So let's come to Cheat India. What's the number? 5. Skill India Mission. The government themselves did a survey. In that survey, 72% of India, Naujawan, who again you're trying to fool with this bill, but they won't get fooled, 72% had not even heard of Skill India. Sir, next, Cheat India. Jobs, 6. India lost 110 crore jobs. We all know now the great promise of 2 crore jobs and 15 lakhs. In fact, if you had put the 15 lakhs in, then you needn't have brought this bill also. Sir, but for all the complaining we in the opposition are doing about the pathetic job situation, there is also some good news, sir. If you go on, there are some organizations, I have the printouts here, they are hiring people. IITs, IIMs, lots of young people to run Nation with Nemo. They are being hired, so that's very good. If you don't get a job, at least you'll become a foot soldier of the government, of the party. Or you'll become a troll, you'll get some money. So they are hiring. Sir, my next one is number 7, Cheat India 7. After I make my point for Cheat India 7, I want to sit for 30 seconds because I want to yield. I hope somebody from the BJP interrupts me and says, done, and I'll sit down. But then I'll go to the other point. Sir, the point is, the Congress made this point about women's reservation. That is Cheat India. Because they called it Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, but the actual phrase which they forgot, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Beti Ko Roko. 2 examples with numbers. My party, Trinamool Congress, gave 35% of 2014 Lok Sabha seats, 35% to women candidates. The BJP gave 10%. Doesn't matter about how many you give, how many actually come to them. We don't need the reservation bill, Trinamool, because we've already implemented it. 35% of the 34 Trinamool MPs already in that House Lok Sabha are women MPs. 50% of local bodies, too. Local bodies in Bengal, 50% are already ladies. So now the elections are coming. The bill, someone said bring, yes, bring the bill. No response. So, okay. So,
Continue, they will answer. Continue.
Sir, if you go to India, no, we do not give BJP, we do not give this government credit. But one thing they have done really well is marketing. Listen to this kind of marketing. Listen to this. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao is for 29 states. Total budget is somewhere between 600, 700 crores from the time it started. 700 crores, you divide it by the number of years, it will come to about 3-4 crores per state. Per state. Total 700 crores. My question would be, how many girls' lives have you touched with 700 crores, 4 crores per state? That's the cheating. Look at Kanyashree from Bengal, one state, sir. Our budget is not 100 crore, not 500 crore. Last 5 years, 5,500 crores. That is not cheat Bengal. That is the number 5,500 crores. 60 lakh girl child have been touched with that. Their lives have changed, and that's why the United Nations have given it the program of the year. Sir, these are the kind of realities, because otherwise, the more you listen to on this bill, and whenever it does come out, you know, I had a uncle. He used to play a game with me as a child when I was about 6 or 7. He'd buy me one chocolate, put the chocolate in my pocket, and take it out. After 2 minutes, give it back to me. And I thought every time he was giving me a new chocolate. But it's the same chocolate he was sucking it. Sir, I am missing someone. We are all missing someone. Our Pradhan Mantri. Haven't heard him? Haven't seen him. Only seeing him on television. So I took a lot of care to find a video interview of his. But again, you won't let me place the video because I thought in this day of technology, I can play the video here, put it on here, then we can all hear him because at least you can't hear the real thing. So at least you can hear the radio or that audio. But instead, sir, I have got the transcript. Sir, this is on...
You can play? No, please. आप कहें अपनी जो आपने
यहाँ मेरा एक प्रॉब्लम यहाँ है हाँ नहीं okay sir, the video is interesting. Okay, this is 22nd July 2013. So when I last checked this morning at about 10:30, it was on YouTube. Okay, I've recorded it and kept it, sir. So 22nd July 2013. मैं बता रहा हूँ. No objection. I'm only missing the Prime Minister, so I'm quoting the Prime Minister. Can't I do that? No? आप चलिए
प्लीज कृपया शांत
PM. And it's on YouTube, and it's on something called I Support Narendra Modi, and that time YouTube. July 30 is going to be the Prime Minister. No, he was Chief Minister of Gujarat. He is our Prime Minister. He was the Chief Minister of Gujarat. Now next you'll tell. Don't get touchy. I've been very courteous. Now this is all my time.
Please go on. Please time take.
I haven't started now because after this we've got Shukendu Shekhar Roy. He's got some more ammunition. Okay.
Just go.
Yes, sir. So he was asked on caste-based reservation in India, what is the long-lasting solution? He wasn't Prime Minister. He was Chief Minister of Gujarat. Long-lasting solution on record. If there are job opportunities for all, and this is not translated into English, all the answers were in English, who should ask for reservation? We have to create an era of plenty. Once we will create an era of plenty, then no one will ask for this reservation. We are wasting our time. It is because our whole economic system is a scarcity system. We have to move from a system of scarcity to a system of plenty. And Gujarat is a model for plenty. What happened between then the election results, now the exit polls? What happened? Suddenly everything got changed. So you're bringing this, knowing fully well you cannot implement this. All the noble intentions. Sir, when I was in school, I would watch a lot of Hindi films. Rajesh Khanna was my favorite, so there's this Kalyanji Anandji song, which he wrote. Lakshmikant Pyarelal, I think, was the music, which he wrote for the film Roti. And today, Yuvao, Garibo, Aam Aadmi, they'll all will ask the same question, sir. We can do all this, but they'll ask the same question, sir. Ye jo public hai, ye sab janti hai. I'm a very bad singer, sir, so I will not sing. Aaj andar kya hai, bahar kya hai. अंदर क्या है बाहर क्या है ये सब कुछ पहचानती है. We can sing it in chorus when the house adjourns, sir. But sir, I want to end first on a pessimistic note and maybe then on an optimistic note. The pessimistic note is like I was very bad in maths in school. I was terrible. But I always know if the jobs are zero currently, and you say 10% of zero, 10% of zero is zero. But I want to end, sir, on an optimistic note. Because coming soon is a coalition government that may have a common minimum program. Right now, we have a single party government with a confused maximum program. Thank you, sir.
Shri Prasanna Acharya.